Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on Their Fight Story. My name is Igdalia and I will be interviewing Miguel Cuevas. He is a professional MMA fighter who will be sharing his story today with us. Hey Miguel, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm good, thanks. Liking the hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
So tell me, Miguel, how have you been doing during this stay at home that we have going on?
First, thank you for having me on the show. I've been doing the best I can, here and there. Not much training I could do. Taking a little bit of a break, forced break, but it's something that I needed. I've been grinding for 5 years straight, here and there, back and then. Um, it made me, take a little time off, and sometimes we need a little time off, get mentally prepared, get the body healed completely, ready to get back in it, and continue the road we've been on.
Yeah. Do you want to share how you got into mixed martial arts?
Yeah. So basically, I was looking for something to change up my workout routine, and looking for something to test myself mentally and physically. And I lived by a gym nearby that did martial arts, and I decided to try a class. And ever since then, I fell in love with it. I was looking for something to keep physically active and test myself, and I got so much more than that. I got a way to express myself. I've always been the type of person to kind of like hold my feelings in, and with martial arts, I got so much more. I got the ability to share my feelings, extended family, workout, just everything. I'm blessed to find martial arts in my life.
That's awesome. Now, every time you go to the fights, you have this amazing group with you. Um, who's always there to support you when you go to your fights?
I have my family, my family, my girl. I have everybody, my teams with me. Everybody's behind me, I have my brothers, my brothers, I'm really big on family. Family means everything to me. And we've been through tragedy here and there, and we stuck together. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And we're fighters, man. We're fighters in our blood, born fighters. And we try to make the best of every situation we get in.
That's awesome. Um, who's your biggest fan other than your mom?
My biggest fan is my whole family. My family, my support system. I have my brother that suffered a situation that he was in with his surgery that he had and didn't come out the same. That's my love. Everyone's there for me, and I'm there for him. He's the true fighter. He's been fighting this sickness that he had for 15 years now. He's completely normal. One day went in for a penance, came out different, and he's still fighting. He's the true fighter. Every time I go into a fight, that's a thought in my mind. My brother's there watching, he's there with me. I'm bringing his strength in there, so it's not just me fighting. It's my whole family fighting. It's everybody fighting, and we're just going there to display the art. Display the art and show how much of a warriors we are.
What's your walkout song, and why did you pick that one?
So it's Mark Anthony Avalia. It's
Yeah.
it's like a song of strength. It's a strength song. Like no matter what you've been through, you're gonna make it out. It's a song that I chose that my family always listened to back in the day, and it's a song that represents me. It represents me. With my strength, with my family strength, with my brother's strength, we're going in there and we're gonna be strong. No matter what situation I'm in, we're gonna keep fighting through it.
Out of all your fights, is there a fight that you wish you did better, or is there a fight that really um, was just, I don't know, like that you really liked or loved your performance? There's something that just sticks with you.
There's one fight that I wish went a different way. It was my first loss, amateur loss. That my brother was actually there in that fight. But I don't take anything out of it. I was amateur. I got hit a couple times. Um, but my brother was at that fight. I wish that fight went different, but it's something that needed to happen. It just restarted the flame in me. You know, it sometimes we gotta lose to step up. And fortunately, you know, that's a feeling that I had experienced. And since then, I've just been grinding, and just trying to better myself in each time.
It's awesome. I mean, you have a lot of a fight in you. You know, like the first fight I saw was actually I think your second fight, and that's when I started to learn about your story. Was when you were walking down and you went to your dad and you took off your necklace and then you put it on him, and I was just like, I wonder what that means. You know what I mean? Like I didn't understand the whole story behind it, and then when I found out, it like I was like, wow, like he literally fights like that's why I named this particular episode "Your Fight Is My Fight" because to me, when you go into the cage and you're fighting that battle. Like if your brother's fighting every day, you're also gonna fight the apathy and everything in the cage. So to me, that's just like very powerful.
Yeah, that's my brother's necklace. I always take it in there. Always thinking about him every time I walk into that cage. He's a fighter. I'm a fighter. We're all fighters.
Yeah, I mean, wow. So I don't. I mean, I I can't even understand or comprehend like your like how like your mindset is because that's like a lot of emotion. Like you have your the emotions of you're representing your brother and his fight, but you also fight that you have to perform. How do you handle that? How do you deal with that?
I mean, the fight is just a celebration of the fight. You know, all the work is done before the fight. Mentally prepared. As long as you're mentally, I mean, the mind is a powerful thing. You know, the mind could take you to many places, and the mind could destroy you. It depends on how you decide to take what happens to you and how you express it. You know, so I'm always just relaxed. You know, in the moment. Always thinking about my family. Always thinking about my fans. Always thinking about the people
Yeah.
who are watching me. You know, I want to inspire people. I want to be that idol to show what the world, what's possible. Even though whatever situation you're in, you can overcome it. You know, no matter what, as long as you have faith and still believe in that. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and we're just gonna keep going forward and make the best of the situation that we're in, and we're gonna try to better it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, like the awareness that you're doing on all aspects, not only um, for your fight and what it represents, but also for your family that are on here commenting, because they support you no matter what. We have Nikki Santiago saying, "You're all heart." Do we have Pedro
Yeah.
Mazo saying, "I'm a fighter too"? We have Milagros saying, "Bless you, Miguel." We have your aunt saying, "Team Miguel." Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's like I swear when you walk out, it's just it's like a dance party or something because you have everybody, your family. I mean, even in the like at reality when you're fighting and it's full of people, it's like you can still hear your family. You know what I mean? Because their love and the support is so much. Like they drain everybody out, and it looks like it's just them there supporting you, and it's amazing. All the love they have for you. Miguel, where is it that you're training?
I do a lot of training, a lot of cross training. I train at the Team Link, New Hampshire, Team Link Marlboro. Pretty much all Team Links, Team Link Muay Thai. I do Abelos martial arts as well. So I cross train with a lot of people within that same team, and I see different styles. I see different people, and I get different looks. And every single martial arts is important. I try to learn from each and every one, and that way, when I see something, it's not the first time I'm seeing it. I'm seeing different styles, different people fighting differently. So I'm getting that work in with different people and different looks.
Yeah, that's great that you cross train and you do all that because it's very important to get that feel, because you're able to train with different people that don't have your style, so you get to learn other styles and stuff like that. Who's been a big influence as far as your training?
Um, my family, that's my big influence. I have everybody on my team. I love all my coaches. I love all my teammates. Big shout out to Coach Ed Carr. Helping us through this pandemic, keeping us mentally prepared. Letting us use equipment, stuff like that, and Jason Patterson with the Zoom classes and everyone else that's been there for me. Trying to do a little bit, but a lot at the same time. I've been working through this, and it's a change of routine that I'm not used to. That I'm just waiting to get back to it, and keep the grind going.
Yeah, what people don't understand is that your mom is like an amazing chef. So I don't know how you're able to stay, fit and all that, knowing that she cooks so great. Like, I swear, it's like I put on like 20 pounds because she's such an amazing cook. I was like, oh, great. Okay, yeah, I got to do this.
I gotta stay away from my mom's house. Every time I go there, we talk on the phone and stuff like that, and we just try to stay away. Try to stay away from temptation. But it's all a mind game. I could be around the food and not have to take it. It's just what's gonna make the victory more stronger. I'll celebrate when I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, wow. I just think of I'm already hungry. I'm just thinking about her food right now. Oh, I know. That must. I don't know. How do you handle your weigh-ins? Like after, how do you recover?
So my throwing gandules and eat a little bit here and there. The fight's still not over. We really enjoy it after the fight. Weigh-ins, you can't go crazy. You still gotta be mentally prepared and physically prepared for the fight. But it's tough. It's tough. It's something I look forward to the end. I go in there hungry and
oh my God.
I'm ready to get it done. And
What does your family call you? As far as what is it? The gallo? No.
El gallo. Yeah, fighting Puerto Rican rooster. We got that Puerto Rican blood in us, nice and hot.
Which was your last belt that you got?
When I defended my amateur featherweight belt at Reality. That was the featherweight title.
Yeah, and I remember watching that video that your family had when you arrived.
Yeah, absolutely. I had my grandparents there as well in Puerto Rico. So I got all Puerto Rico behind me. I got, my family here. It's just, a good energy. Something that, it's a blessing to have.
Yeah, it's very important to have support because it helps you get through the fight camp has its own stress. You have to sacrifice so much, but having your family support and your team support, is very, very important.
Absolutely. Especially, my last couple of fight camps has been stressful, especially with fights not going the way, fights pulling out, don't know if you're fighting, if you are fighting.
Yeah.
So this little break was good to get mentally back in it. It was very stressful towards the end of my amateur career and the beginning of my pro career. Something more mentally than physically stressful, but we overcame it and just keep looking forward.
Yeah, you know what? You're just saying that, and I remembered your fight. Who was it that you fought in Reality? That you broke the guy's jaw and he couldn't keep his mouthpiece in?
I don't know if I broke his jaw, but he was definitely holding his mouthpiece in. That was the Jordan Riley fight.
How did you feel that fight went? Did it go the way you were training, or did...
It went good. I'm a little slow starter in the first round, so he got a couple good licks on me in the first round. Second round was pretty much even, and the third round comes down to heart. It always comes down to who wants it more. And I was in there. I was in his face. I wasn't backing off, and we were gonna keep putting on the show. And I came out with the victory. Now
you said people are pulling out of fights and stuff. What impact does that have on you? Because I think one of your fights you knew you were fading maybe like 2 days before your fight, and I think the fight was with Premier. So how does that impact on your body? Because then you stop training, or do you continue to train just preparing until?
It takes a little toll on me. I try to stay mentally prepared and continue training as if the fight was going to go through to the last minute. It's something that's mentally, not mentally hurting. But when I train to better myself. So I'm not necessarily just training for my opponent. Yeah, some game plans come change here and there, but I try to stay focused, and my family's support system is helping me out so much to get through these hard fight camps with the dropouts, change of opponents, change of weight, up and down. But we keep strong and we keep pushing forward.
May's commented, she said, pulling in a fight is a gigantic impact, not so much in the realm of fence fighting, but when a girl like me try to get her amateur fights, it doesn't happen, and it's frustrating, AF.
Yeah. We got to stay strong-minded and keep looking forward. You keep putting in the work, and eventually it's going to pay off sometime. It's very stressful, but we got to keep fighting. That's what we are. We're fighting. We're fighters.
What would you want to say to the upcoming fighters?
Train. There's only one way to get better, and that's putting in the work. You got to put in the mat time, and you got to be mentally prepared and physically prepared. It's not an easy task. Not many people would do it, and not many people have done it. It's experience in life that everyone should experience, but it's not for everybody. I remember my first fight coming down to Walkout. It's like, everyone's there, but it's just you alone, and we're already prepared for that fight. You win the fight before the fight. The fight, anything happen in the fight, but as long as you put in the work and you stay strong, mentally and physically, and you overcome any situation you could be in.
Now, with things changing as far as fights not happening right now, and then maybe they'll start in the next couple months. Now, they may or may not have fans. How do you think? Do you think that would be better? Do you feel that would help you out, like less stress, or it wouldn't bother you at all?
I mean, it wouldn't be much of a difference because when I'm in there, you zone everything out. You zone everybody out. It's just you and your opponent and your coaches in there. Obviously, the support system's not there, but it's in your mind already. The support system's in your mind. You know who you're fighting for, and people are going to be watching. You put everything to the side and just keep pushing forward.
Mays commented, Miguel is not only a great contender, he's a phenomenal training partner.
Yeah, I mean, we all help each other out. I learned something from you, and you learned something from me, and we create a family. It's a different kind of bond. We're just trying to make each other better. That's all what it comes down to. If I don't have a fight scheduled, I'm still training. I'm still going to try to push you. If you have a fight, I don't have a fight. I know you're going to be there for me when I have a fight. So it's a family bond. We're going to keep training, and we're going to keep trying to get better, especially now in this time. This is where we work stuff that we don't usually work, and we try to improve our game. We don't have a fight schedule, so we're not gonna prepare to what we're good, and we're gonna work well with that and make that good. And it's just a chess match. Whoever trains the best, you got the right people around you, right mindset, physically and mentally, you're gonna come out and winning.
I think this is like a great time that we're going through right now that will help us mentally, recover physically, but it will also determine whether it's something that we want to do. Is it just a phase in our life, or is it something that we want to continue to do to continue to be a better fighter? Because some people say they want to fight and then they stop, so this is like a good time to figure out, just see who really wants it.
Absolutely.
You guys are amazing, I swear. It's like, what people don't understand is that a fighter, it's like the community, we build something that's more. And it's just amazing what being a part of a team turns into part of a family. And we know the support that's there. So no matter what, we always have somebody to fall back on. So, like your brother commented, iron sharpens iron. And, people get to know you as a person, not just as a fighter. So, I'm honestly very to have met you 4 years ago and your family because, I adopted if you wanted me around or not.
Yeah, like it's
I'm
not.
that one family you don't want around, but
Oh, we have many of that. It's not just you. No worries. My family's crazy. I love every single one of them. You know, we make our the best out of every situation we have. Absolutely. So, like, with my training family, it's not just in the gym. You know, we're in our lives outside and what's happening in our lives right now. You know, we're there for each other no matter what. Not just in the fighting aspect or just mentally prepared. If you're going through a situation in life, whatever we can do to help you out, it's a bond. It's something that it's a blessing that everybody should get into. You know, it's nothing but love being shared, and it's a good thing to be a part of.
it's it's something people don't understand unless they're a part of it. I think is this your sister-in-law, Stephanie
Yeah.
Cuevas?
Yeah.
She wrote, she commented, nobody has more heart and fight in them than Miguel. I agree, 100%. In order to do martial arts and to fight the way you do, going through everything that you've gone through, and it's like you need to be focused, and the only way to do it is with the proper training of martial arts. Because if not, you go into the cage and then you let your emotions get the best of you, and then you lose focus. But martial arts just kind of just centers you and keeps you there. So it's something that people just kind of ignore and don't realize, you know.
I agree, absolutely. I mean, even if you're not even looking to do competition, something you're looking for like self-defense or just something to be a part of. I mean, martial arts is it's a thing. It's a extended family. People that aren't eating and aren't fighting, they're still helping us fighters. They're making us better. No matter if they don't think they are, they're not as good. That we're working different things with them. We're working on
Yes.
improving our stuff that we're not that good at, or mentally or physically. We're all helping each other.
And that's what's important is the help. Because some people go in and it's people train, and unfortunately, the training is kind of part of it. Because unless you're a real family and you and kind of hard to train, because it's like you're supposed to be a family, you're supposed to be helping each other rise above whatever struggle is out there. And unfortunately, some people are kind of like wolves in sheep's clothing, where they're there to train, but they're really there for themselves,
Yeah.
And that's with time you learn how to separate and just kind of find the growth in it. So even if they don't want to grow and become something, be part of the family, then it's still part of the process. And once you get to a level in life where even like in real life, out of like the family, I mean, out of the fight world, where you have family that you don't get along with, but you respect them and you keep it moving. It's just kind of the same way in the fight fields. It's like, okay, we don't get along, but I respect you. I keep it moving, and that's takes a lot to get to that point where you separate yourself from childish games to actually being a professional. And a lot of people don't understand that. So it's good that nobody, real professionals don't let the negativity hinder their growth in their fight.
Absolutely. I mean, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that everything you do. That's gonna be people like that. And obviously, when time goes through, you're gonna start seeing it. And just it comes down to what's better for you. Have respect for everyone, but not everyone's meant to stay in your life. Not everyone's meant to walk that path with you. But the people that are with you and that always been with you and always gonna be with you, those are people you take in and you hold on to them. It's just gonna make you mentally better at whatever you do in life and fighting and everything.
So, no, I agree 100% with all that. Let me see here. Oh, Nikki commented, I look up to you not only because you're my boyfriend, but also in my Muay Thai training. You have taught me a lot. Thank you. You are so strong. It's amazing.
You're welcome. We help each other out. It's the love and support system I have, and I'm blessed to have it.
Yeah, and you know what? You're a natural. You know what I mean? And can I remember who commented that said you're all heart. I mean, and you can tell. Not only, it's not like a front that you go into the cage and you do what you do and you walk out and then you live a different life. The person people see you walking in as a cage, the humble man that is determined to put all his training, everything he's dedicated himself to out there is the same guy people see outside of the cage. Like, it doesn't change you. And that's, the beauty of it, that it doesn't change you. It just makes you a better person because you use all of those resources to help other people, regardless of what they're going through in life. So, it's beautiful. And that's one of the things I commend about you, is that you keep pushing forward and you keep helping people, regardless of what's going on.
Thank you. I mean, that's the goal. We help each other out. It's not just me in there. It's everyone. Everyone that walked that path with me. If they're going through a situation that might be similar to mine, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to display that and come out, victorious and keep moving forward.
Yeah, it's not something many people can say, honestly, because some people, unfortunately, just want the fame and that's it. They don't realize that there's more to it, and that there's more to it, and it's a great thing that you're showing, the kids that are growing up, that it's not just there's more to it. There's more than the fame. There's more than the violence, because people just see it as either fame or just being violent, and there's more to it. People have a fight that they're fighting in the cage, and you fight it every time you get in there, and you come out victorious. Because no matter what the outcome is, you're still victorious. You're still on top, and that's something that people forget.
Absolutely, especially the little ones looking after us. They're part of my motivation. I have my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, and all the little smaller generation coming up. It's a blessing to be able to display that and set a positive role model to them, and something for them to look up to, and something to hold on and keep moving forward no matter what situation you're in. As long as you put the work in and you continue putting the work in, it's going to pay off. You might have small roadblocks here and there, but it depends on what you do when you have those roadblocks. I've been through injuries, I've been through situations, doubts in my mind, all those stuff, but you have your support system that help you overcome that. And the mind's a powerful thing. It can do whatever you set it to do. It could make you, it could destroy you. It depends on what you decide to take in on that.
Yeah, it's very important what you're doing, because you're setting such a great example. You had your first loss when you were an amateur, but you didn't give up. There are some people who, have a winning streak and then they lose and then they're like, yeah, I'm done, and they retire, but you fought through it. And look at you now, you know what I mean? You just keep growing and growing, and you become such a better person. You learn from it. You didn't let that setback control you. You used it, you move forward, and you keep moving forward, and you're showing the next generation not to give up. Yes, things are going to happen. But things aren't always going to work out the way we expect or we plan, but it doesn't stop us. And absolutely. I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, it depends on what you decide to feed into. There's going to be people that are going to doubt you. It depends on what you feed into. Obviously, that doesn't. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do, and I'm gonna take it as further as I can take it. I always have to go high in anything I do, and small goals, step at a time. We start achieving them as long as I keep on putting the work in, and have the right people around me and right support system. Where we're gonna take it somewhere, and we're gonna go big with it.
Where do you want to go from here?
I want to go to the top. Honestly, the big stages are there: UFC, Bellator, PFL. Those are the big goals, and right now we're just achieving small goals, one goal at a time. No matter what, we're just going to keep pushing forward. Most inspiring people, people looking up to you, showing the right example. All those are benefits to this, and I love every single moment of it. I'm blessed to be able to walk this path.
Did you think you would get this far?
Yeah, I mean, I always had the mindset, and anything I decide to do, I'm gonna take it all the way. You know, it's I don't look too further into the future, but you know, I'm at what I can do now, that what I can be best at now. Eventually, the bigger stuff is gonna come. You know.
Yeah. Miguel, thank you so much for your time. I know it's a beautiful day. Well, it's not raining yet, or maybe it is over there. I'm not sure yet. But is there anything that you would like to say before we wrap it up?
I just want to give thank you to my team, my teammates, my family, my girlfriend, everybody, my support system, my fans, everyone that looked up to me. Honestly, my brother's fans as well. You know, he's the true fighter. Everybody that helped me in my lifestyle. You know, I'm always been the type to keep stuff in and not ask for help, and you guys have given me help without me asking. You know, it's a blessing, and I'm grateful for it. You know. Um, I appreciate everyone in my life right now, and I appreciate my family and my fighting family and everybody that's here with me, and not only with me, but with my family as well. And we continue to grow together.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. We really appreciate your time. We thank your dedication, and we're looking forward to see where you go from here.
Thank
And
you.
you can count on me as your support.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you. Likewise.